Okay, this is Dr. Williamson doing a stoichiometry problem for you. It says here, use the following equation, and it gives the equation, and it's clearly incomplete. How many grams of lithium nitrate will be needed to make 250 grams of lithium sulfate, assuming that you have an adequate amount of lead sulfate to do the reaction? First thing I need to do is get the reaction. And to do the reaction, I'm going to do the little tower method. I got PbSO4 2. That means PbSO4 with a 2 minus charge, and SO4 with a 2 minus charge. That means the lead must be a +4. And then I have lithium nitrate. That's Li. I know that's a +1. And nitrate, NO3. That's a -1. Oh, by the way, how did I know SO4 2 minus? How did I know sulfate? It's a formula and it's a charge. It's just I made myself familiar with the polyatomic ions chart. Okay, so some stuff you just got to recognize by brute force memory. Now, to figure out what the products are going to be, I'm going to take the positively charged thing on this side and combine it with the negatively charged thing on that side. I'm going to take the positively charged thing on this side and combine it with the negatively charged thing on that side. So I'm going to write it up here. I'm going to have Pb with a +4 combining with NO3 minus. And that means this is a +4, this is a -1. I'm going to need 4 of these nitrates. So I'm going to end up with Pb NO3 4. And then over here I got lithium ion with a plus, sulfate with a 2 minus. To get a neutral charge, I'm going to need 2 of the lithiums. So I'm going to go Li 2 SO4. Those are the products. Now I have to balance the chemical equation. I'm going to make some space here. All right, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to kind of retype the chemical equation here. I'm going to type it rather than do it by hand because it'll be cleaner. I got here PbSO4 2 plus LiNO3 PbNO3 4 plus Li2SO4. And you kind of have to mentally put in, change the formula so you know what the, the subscripts in your mind, because I can't type that. Now to balance this, I'll do it in red to balance. Well, yeah, do it in red to balance. Here I have 2 of the sulfates. Here I have, oh wow, what's going on here? This is SO4. I'm sorry about that typo, guys. Li2SO4, not a $sign. Okay, anyway, going back. Here I have 2 sulfates. Here I have only 1 sulfate, so I need a 2 here. Give me 2 sulfates on both sides. Here I have 4 nitrates. Here I have only 1 nitrate. So I'm going to put a 4 here. That'll balance the nitrates. It also balances the lithiums because 2 of the Li2SO4s gives me 4 lithiums. Everything's balanced. Now it says I need to make it's kind of, I want to highlight that. Well, I'll underline it. I think underlining would be better. I needed to make 250 grams of lithium sulfate. So I want to make that. And it says, assuming you have an, it says, how many grams of lithium nitrate? From here and there. That's who I'm reacting to two, or those are the 2 that I'm looking at. The others, doesn't mention this one at all, kind of means ignore me. This one over here, an adequate amount of lead sulfate. That means that the lithium nitrate is the limiting reactant. Okay, so now to balance, it says my given is 250 grams of lithium sulfate. Right, let's go 250 grams. That's only 2 sig figs, really unsatisfying, of lithium sulfate, Li2SO4. 2SO4. And now I need to turn that into moles. Okay, 1 mole of lithium sulfate. I went and looked that up. That's basically 109.9 grams of lithium sulfate. Then I need to know the stoichiometry between these 2. That's going to be 2 moles of lithium sulfate to 4 moles of lithium nitrate. Okay. Yeah, you could put 2/1 and reduce it as like a little teaching tool. I'm leaving it as 4/2 so you could see exactly where it came from. Right. So I do that as a teaching tool to try and help students. And it says I wanted to know how many grams of lithium nitrate. So I need the molar mass of lithium nitrate. And that is going to be 68. I went and looked it up. 68.95 grams. Oops. Got that. Look at that. I got that backwards, right? I didn't pay attention to my units. Here, grams cancel with grams, moles with moles, lithium sulfate. Now I have to go 68.95 grams for 1 mole of lithium nitrate. Pardon my terrible penmanship again. I'm always talking about it, but it's always terrible. So 250 divided by 109.9 times 4 divided by 2 times 68.95. And here, this is only 2 sig figs. So my answer to 2 sig figs, I'll do it in a different color just to be different, is going to be 310 grams of lithium nitrate. Okay. So the first thing I had to do when I did this problem is take the reactants apart using the tower method. And to do that, I needed the periodic table and the polyatomic ions chart. Then I constructed the products using the tower method. And I construct it by paying attention to the electric charges. Then I balanced the chemical equation. Then I used the stoichiometry map. Remember that I gave you guys where I got grams of A goes to moles of A. And I do that using the molar mass added up from the periodic table, always on a 1 mole basis. We went moles of A to moles of B. I did that using the balanced chemical equation. So I'll write EQN for equation. Which equation? Right here. The balanced chemical equation. Then I went from moles of B to grams of B using the molar mass added up from the periodic table on a 1 mole basis. Right, that's how it works. And I got 310 grams of lithium nitrate, only 2 sig figs. Very unsatisfying having only 2 sig figs, but right, that's why we try and use the most accurate scales that we can when we're solving problems. Okay, then, anyway, I hope this helps, and I'll do some more.